Okay, as you can see, I'm sharing my screen. Welcome to the Microsoft Excel webinar. My name is Sergio Gonzalez, and I work for the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. And today we're gonna cover the basic of Microsoft Excel. When I say the basic means we're gonna identify what are columns, rows, how to put info data into Microsoft Excel. And as you can see in my screen, you have this menu.
I'm
You
sorry,
want to
I'm not
make,
seeing anything.
you don't see my screen?
No, it's just all I have on my screen is waiting for others to join. That's all I can see.
Okay.
I don't know.
Are we supposed to be able to see each other? Or
No,
no?
no, no. The only
Okay.
thing you need to see is my screen. I'm moving
Okay.
the mouse. Yes. I'm gonna move away from this one and you're gonna see Microsoft Excel. Okay, that is the idea. Okay. But right now I'm gonna try to explain in here. You can see this menu in here. You have any question, you can on the lower right corner, you're gonna type your question. I'm gonna start looking on that area in order to respond any question, or if you want to use your microphone, that's perfect.
Okay.
I really appreciate you can mute your microphone during the webinar, so we can have we don't hear you, okay?
Can you hear me now or should no?
I can hear.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Just turn off your camera, Stella, please. On the icon here, turn off your camera, please. Do you remember when you mute your microphone? Next to on the left side is the camera on. Just click it. I don't want to pay any copyrights for the YouTube video.
Sorry, Sergio, I still can't see you.
Um, who's this? I don't know what is the issue. Can you try to log out and log in again to see what happened?
All I can see is the 4SGPR, but do I
Oh,
need,
did you see my screen? The mouse is moving.
no, I trying to click on your,
No, yes, Sergio, this is Patty. Yes, I can see your mouse moving. You can't see Sergio's face right now. He's moving the mouse. He's controlling the screen. You're not
Yeah,
going to see his
look.
face.
oh, I see, okay.
Hello, guys.
I
You
like,
don't need to see my face, okay?
all right, okay.
I'm gonna put Microsoft Excel. That's the thing you need to see it. Right now, I'm just waiting for some participants.
Oh,
I
okay.
have some participants from the partnership, and also I have some participants for the American Job Centers. So I'm just giving a couple of minutes. Okay. So this is my main screen. This is the desktop. I'm gonna open Microsoft Excel. In order to open Microsoft Excel, for me, if you don't see the icon of Microsoft here or on your desktop, it's on the Start menu. You click and then start typing Excel. You don't need to type the word Microsoft, just Excel, and you will see the icon of Microsoft Excel. You can use the left click on the mouse and open Microsoft Excel.
Do you want us to do this while you're telling while we
If you
watching?
want If you want to do it, you can do it. I'm gonna give you time to practice when you have you during the webinar. So if
Mhm.
you want to do it, you're more than welcome to do it. You can
Okay.
do is this window, you can minimize it on the upper right corner and follow the steps.
Okay.
So the only thing is I'm just opening Microsoft Excel. Remember, for those who receive my email and send you a link to open Excel, to download Excel free for 1 month. So far, so good.
Yes.
Okay. Don't remember to mute your microphone during the web, just in case you have any questions. Okay.
Okay.
This is the main screen of Microsoft Excel. Years ago, we used to call this one menus. Now they call tabs. TABS. Okay. So when you move, you have the File tab, when you can find new, open, save as, print, share, export. Using the left arrow, you go back to the main screen. This is the ribbon, means the option from the home tab. Then you can see every time I click one of the tabs, I'm moving through the tabs I have seen, or I can see different options. Now, Microsoft Excel. What can I do in Microsoft Excel? I can do a payroll, I can do a budget, I can do an inventory. So when I get a job, I need to know when do I need to use Microsoft Word and when I can use Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Word is when you're gonna create documents, and Microsoft Excel is when you're gonna create do calculations. Okay, so that is the difference between Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. Yesterday, I sent you the quick reference. We're gonna use a lot the Control key, Shift, the navigation keys, the Home key, and the End key. Okay, we're gonna use the navigation keys. We're gonna combine Control Home, Control End. And this is the most important part of Microsoft Excel, the mouse pointer. The shape of the mouse pointer is so important in Microsoft Excel. You're gonna see the shape of the mouse pointer like this. This is a normal shape. And you're gonna see like a plus sign. This is the field pointer. I don't use a lot my mouse in Microsoft Excel. I prefer to use the navigation keys to move to the right. You can see every time I'm moving, one of the letters is highlighted. The letters are what? Columns. Okay. So the letters are columns, and we have 60,000 columns, and the numbers are the rows. We have more than 1 million rows. So there is a different ways to move. I'm using the navigation keys. Go down. If you are in column A, row number 1, you press Control right arrow. You're gonna move to the last column with information. You press Control left, you go back to the same row. By the way, somebody's their microphone is making some noise. Can you mute the microphone? I can hear some music. Can you mute your microphone? Bless you. I'm gonna mute. Okay. So in here, every time I'm moving, you can see a little box. This little box we call cell. And a cell is made of a column in a row. So when I click, I'm gonna zoom in. The name of this cell is column D, row number 2. This is D2. You can see here, this is the name box. The name box is telling me in which cell I'm right now. And this is the formula bar. The formula bar is going to show up what information is typed on the specific cell. So if I go to B3, column B, row number 3, if I type Monday, you're going to see inside of the cell Monday and also on the formula bar. I'm going to use this option, the fill pointer. Can you see there is a teeny tiny box on the lower right corner, the cell? If I move the mouse pointer in here, the shape of the mouse pointer looks like a plus sign. If I press and hold the left click on the mouse, I can drag it down, and then I can see the next day of the week. And I release the left click on the mouse. So I'm doing the fill options. If I click here, if I type the month, April, if I go to the teeny tiny box on the lower right corner, I can press and hold the left click on the mouse and drag it down. Just remember, I can go down, I can go right, I can go up, or I can go left. If I type today's day, I press enter. If I do the fill, I can press and hold the left click on the mouse and drag it down. Can you see now it's giving me the next day, the next day, and the next day? I can type Q1, go to the lower right corner with the mouse pointer, wait for the shape of the mouse pointer, press and hold the left click and drag it down. And you can see Microsoft Excel knows I've typed quarters. So after Q4, I'm gonna see Q1. If I go here, if I type location, 1, I can go here, press and hold the left click on the mouse, and drag it down. Any questions that you have right now?
No.
No? Okay. So here. Can you see here on the date, what happens if I'm doing a report, a daily report, and then when I drag it down, I want to continue seeing April 1st. I know if I'm doing with the left click on the mouse like this, you see here, I have different year, okay? So I have two options in here. Do you see this tiny box in here? That is the autofill option. When I click here, I can select copy cells and I have the same date. The same in here, I'm gonna select, if I move here, put the mouse pointer, press and hold the left click on the mouse, dragging down, the day is different. If I want to see the same date, I need to click in here, autofill options, and then I need to select copy cells. The same in here. When I do the fill, if I want to keep it Monday, 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 I just click where it says copy cells. So we have different options. With the mouse pointer in here in the lower right corner on the teeny tiny box, press and hold the click on the mouse and drag it down. You want to keep the same day. When you're dragging down doing the fill, release the mouse, you will see this option, click, and select with the left side of the mouse, copy cells. Okay, we have some questions here. No questions about that one, the fill option? Perfect. Remember yesterday I sent you an assignment, in class assignment. We're gonna open it since I don't know where did you save it, you save it in your desktop, in your downloads, in your documents, I'm gonna open mine, going to File, Open, Browse, and I save my assignment on the desktop, the main screen of my computer. And the name is General Assignment. I click, and so this is my assignment. At the lower right corner, you will see a plus sign. That one is to zoom in to get close to the screen. Or you're gonna see a minus sign to zoom out in here. I can use the scroll down on the right side on the screen to see more information. Or I can use the navigation keys, arrow down, to go. Can you see here when I type Q1, I'm gonna select this. In order to select, this is the shape on the mouse pointer, this one. When the mouse pointer looks like this one, means you can select data in order to make changes. I can select this one and press delete. I'm gonna delete the information. If I go here, Q1, lower right corner, you see, I don't need to type Q2, Q3, Q4. I can do the field. After I select this one also, I can make it bold and center. The same in here, I can select everything in here and make it bold. In case Mr. Bright, do you mind your camera? Thank you. Elizabeth, you have a question? What is your question, Elizabeth?
Hello,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Elizabeth.
Okay, so when you were talking about the cursor, can you can I get rid of this guy on my phone first of all, on my computer? Did you say right click sometimes and left click on others?
Well, actually, I'm not using the right click on the mouse right now. Let me show you here. This is the shape of the mouse pointer to select something and to do the field. You can see here, if I want to select this month, I put the mouse pointer in the middle, I press and hold the left click on the mouse and drag it. By default, the first cell that you select is not gonna be highlighted. But from here, I can make it bold and center. And here, if I want to continue with the next day, I go to the lower right corner, the teeny tiny box. The mouse pointer looks like a plus sign. I press and hold the left click on the mouse. I'm dragging down. Then I can see the next day. If you want to keep the same day, Monday, you need to click in here, and this is the auto fill options. Select and select copy cells. Did I answer your question? Mr. Bright, I can still see you.
I don't know.
Huh?
Can you get rid of that guy?
Are you trying, Elizabeth?
No, because I can't access my worksheet. I don't know how to get your screen small so I can find my worksheet.
Right, that's why I'm having a problem with that too. Getting the
Okay.
screen.
If you see this screen on the upper right corner, just minimize the screen. Like a normal window, minimize it.
In
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
window?
work.
Yeah, in here. And remember
doesn't work.
yesterday I sent you the attachment?
Yeah, but I can't get to it.
But when I
It won't minimize for me.
This is minimized.
Yeah, but it won't work.
right,
Well,
it's not working. I
did
see
you
your
open?
arrow.
Did you save the workbook I sent it to you yesterday?
Yeah, I
have-
downloaded it, but now I can't get to it.
Do
I
you
got all
remember?
at the bottom, but your whole screen take up the laptop. I can't see what you're trying to do.
You cannot minimize it.
No, I
Right,
can't.
when only thing I can minimize is the whole stream. I can't minimize the video.
Yeah. I can't.
I see you.
I'm
You
gonna
talking
get out
about?
of
I
You
have a
talking
question.
about? Go ahead.
You don't see this one on the upper right corner in your screen?
See what?
This minimize option?
Where you got your arrow at?
Yeah.
Right, but it won't let us do nothing. It won't let me do nothing.
When you press,
Only thing I can minimize is the big window, the main
Okay.
screen.
What about like Vanessa Lopez is saying, why don't you log in your cell phone, the webinar?
I'm on my laptop.
No, I'm suggesting that you can log in using your cell phone and you can practice in your laptop.
Oh, I see.
Okay, let me see.
And your camera is still on, okay? Got it? Mr. Bright, you remember
Yeah.
your camera is on. We can see you. Do you mind to
Right.
turn off? And here,
Huh?
did you see this icon? Did you see my mouse is moving? Can
Yeah,
you
I see
turn off your camera?
Turn it off.
Yes, please.
Is it off?
I can still see you.
Okay, let me see. Oh, okay.
Get it? There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. And here. Okay. If you want to move to the last cell with information right now, you need to press the control key on your keyboard and the arrow down. I'm doing this one. Control and arrow down. You're gonna move to the last row with information in here. This is the way you can know where is an empty row. You press Control up arrow, you go back to the next line. Okay. You see here? You continue pressing Control arrow down, you will see 1,048,576 rows. You press Control arrow up. This is the last row for the workbook. If you press Control right arrow, you're gonna move to the last column with information. If you continue pressing Control right, you're gonna go to the last column in this case. So this is a good way to know Control down to the last column, to the last row, sorry, with data. Control right arrow to the last column with data. Okay, and the same with up and left. I go Control down, Control up. I press Control end, I'm gonna move the cursor at the end of the workbook. And when you press Control home, you always move to A1. That's the rule. If I press Control home, I'm go back to A1. If I want to know what is the last cell with data in my workbook, I press Control END, end. Control home. Okay. Let me see, I have some questions in here. Yes, Patty, I sent a quick reference yesterday by email. If you need it, let me know. By the way, you should receive the handout for Microsoft Excel in here. And also this PowerPoint presentation. Yes, the same as Microsoft Word. These shortcuts are the same as Microsoft Word. Okay, now let's see, I'm doing a report. In my company, we have 10,000 customers. And somebody said, you know, we noticed there is a mistake in... What happened? Okay. Somebody said there is a mistake in all 500. The easy way to go to a specific cell is when you click here. This is the name box. Do you see what it says A1? If you press the left click on the mouse, A1 is going to be highlighted. If you put all 500 and press the enter key, you go right away to the cell all 500. If you want to go back to A1, you can type in here A1. You can press Control Home. And here, if you want to apply the dollar sign is located from the Home tab in here. Let's see, you want to be specific. You need to select the numbers. You can use the mouse to select, pressing the left click on the mouse and dragging. You see, I'm selecting, I can press the dollar sign. It's gonna put the dollar sign into decimals. This one means the information doesn't fit on the cell. I need to change the size of the columns. In order to change the size of the columns, I need to put the mouse pointer between the columns and double click, or I can drag it. I can put here, double click, double click. If for any reason I don't like I don't want to apply the dollar sign in this one. I need to select the text, and from here where it says accounting, I'm gonna put general. I'm gonna explain how to select data in Microsoft Excel, because when we have a lot of information, using the mouse is not the best option, because I need to go here, I'm holding the mouse, and then I need to move. So it's gonna be a long way to do it. For me, it's good when you press in this one, you press Control or you press Shift. I'm holding the Shift key, I move to the right, I press the Control key, arrow down. So I'm gonna select the specific data. How? I press Control. Sorry, I press Shift, arrow right. The Shift key is the one who's gonna help me to select data in Microsoft Excel. So when I press Shift into the right, I'm selecting one cell, 2, 3, 4. If I want to go to the bottom, Shift, Control, and this one. So Shift, right arrow, and then Control.
Okay.
So I'm here, Shift, now Control, arrow down. So this is the way I can select numbers, in this case, or data in Microsoft Excel. And then I can apply the dollar sign. If for any reason is quantity instead of currency, I can apply the dollar sign, the comma style in here. Because this is quantity, I need to remove the decimals. In order to remove decimals, I can use this one, decrease, or I can increase decimals. Just to let you know, there is some companies for payroll now they are using 4 decimals. So if you want to increase decimals, in here. You want to decrease decimals, in here. I can see I have some questions. Okay, Mr. Brian, what happened if I put information by mistake, column D? How do I switch? Oh, okay, all right. I'm gonna explain this one. Okay. Let's see, employee ID, I should type in column A, okay? So for any reason, I put it here. And my boss said, no, you should put the employee ID in column A. So what I'm gonna do is insert a column here. There is a different ways to insert a column. I can click on the column A using the left click on the mouse. And from the home tab, I click this one, insert. Or in column A, I can press the right click on the mouse and select insert with the left. Now I can select this one. What I'm gonna do is put the mouse pointer on any of the edge. Do you see the shape of the mouse pointer look like a cross with an arrow?
Yes.
I press hold and I drag it. So I can move. If for any reason, I can move up and here. Or I select and then I click here. There is one cut or Control X. Go to A4 and paste. Cut and paste. So there is a different ways to move data in Microsoft Excel. Did I answer your question? Okay. If you want to insert a row, it's the same process. On the row number, just click and go to insert, or you can press the right click on the mouse and select insert.
Right side mouse, click, insert. Okay.
Yeah, click and insert from here. Or you can press right click on the mouse and select insert from there. The same way to delete, you select the row, and from the home tab where it says delete, or you can press right click on the mouse on the column in this case, and select delete with the left. So the same way you insert rows and columns is the same way you can delete columns, rows.
What you doing?
Oh, I'm still this.
Writing one down.
Is he?
Writing one down.
Just random stuff that I want to do just to pass the time. Or can I move?
You gotta do work.
I'm done with my work.
Don't forget to mute your microphone, please. Any questions? Sorry, questions? Okay. Tomorrow, we're gonna cover formulas. We're gonna learn like a 7 or 8 different ways to do basic formulas. Today is just kind of review about how to put data into Microsoft Excel, how to move, how to insert columns, rows. Can you see here, if I'm going down, I cannot see row number 4. Okay. These are the labels. The labels are the one of fields that are describes what is information about it. If I go here, if I go to the View tab, I can go to Freeze Panes and freeze. So when I go down, I can still see row number 4. Okay. In here, if I want to go to the last row in column C, I just press Ctrl arrow down in here. And you can see I can type north, south, and the moment I can type N, O, N, O, R, T, you see, it's gonna show me the previous information I type in here. If I type south, S, because I have different southwest, southeast, and everything here. We're gonna do something here with the data. We're gonna select from A4 to the last cell. We're gonna convert this data into a table. Okay. Why? The beauty of tables in Microsoft Excel is because you can manage the information. You can sort the information. Do you see after I select the data and I went to format as a table, next to the labels or fields, there is a teeny tiny arrow. The arrow is giving me more options. I can click here. If I want to see only the employees for the north side, I select north and then I click. So I'm creating a filter here. In order to remove, I can go here. I can select all. If I'm looking for a specific employee, I can go here and look. I can remove, select all. Let me see here, Garcia. I click and I know, or I can see the information of Garcia. I can click here and remove the filter. Okay. How can I create tables in Microsoft Excel? The first thing I need to do is to select the data. From the Home tab, here where it says Format as a Table, I select, and then I can select any style that I want. Click, it says, your data has headers. I click on OK. Headers is this one, is the one who describes what is the information about it. Now I can see next to the headers or the labels, the arrow. The arrow means more options. I can select from here a specific region only for the South. I can remove from here. If I go to the last here, you see at the moment adding a new record is going to be part of the table. So it's something common that we use tables in order to be able to organize the information, or we can filter the information. Okay. I'm going to open the mic. If you have any questions so far, please. Questions are free today. Remember, tomorrow we're going to cover formulas in Microsoft Excel. It's can you do this one if someone sends you a doc? Doc means it's a document. No, if they send you as a table in Microsoft Word, you can convert into Microsoft Excel. A table in Microsoft Word, you can copy and paste into Excel, and then you can sort, you can create a table. Okay, Mr. Bryce said, now I need to move row 22 to 20. In this case, you need to insert blank rows because the other way you're gonna delete your information. Oh, thank you, Sally. So please ask questions before I move forward.
I do have a question.
Okay.
I know you say you sent us a practice through email. So
Yes.
I'm gonna go back and try because I did not do anything on it. So I can try and go back and do it if I can figure it out.
Okay. You remember, some of you already know these steps, okay? Because this is only a review in order to get ready for tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So some of you say, oh my God, this is a kind of introduction to Microsoft Excel. The thing is, we need to learn how to do the fill. Remember, this is the most important shapes on the mouse pointer. This one. This one is to select, and this one is to do the fill, like at the days of the week, months of the year, Q1 to Q4, etc. So in here, remember to put on the lower right corner, press and hold and dragging down. You can type here, Monday, you want to do to the right, well, move the hand or move the mouse to the right. Any direction that you want to.
Hi, Sergio. This is
okay.
Pilar. Is it okay to ask a question now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Can you show us again when you converted or you formatted the data into the table? can you show us how was it that you were able to add something in and it went right in place where it needed to? Can you show us that one more time, please?
Yes. Okay. Let me do the undo. So as you can see, this is my data. This is the information, okay? So the first thing I need to do is to select the data, the information. I'm holding the shift key and press Control N. You can use the mouse. After you select the data, you need to go to the Home tab. You will see this one says Format as a Table. And then you need to select any style. This is up to you, the color that you want to. Just click, and Excel is gonna send you this little window said your table has headers. The headers are this one, are the labels. The labels are the one who describes what is the information about it. Is the one who's gonna put the filter or the teeny tiny arrow. So you put okay. This is the way you can create tables. After you create the table, you go here and row number 55. I just start typing the next. See, because it's a table and it's gonna continue with the table with the new information I type in. The only thing I need to do is don't leave an empty row. Let me see. You see, because I have an empty row, that one is not part of the table. You need to type on the next available empty row. So you put S1052. Now it's going to be part of the table. Did I answer your question?
No.
Yes?
Oh, there it is. Okay, I was waiting for it to join the table. Okay, yes, you did. Thank you.
Okay, yes. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a
The
delay.
thing is, in here, just move to the right, just continue. You see, because I'm doing the step, just put S1052. And you see, now it's part of the table. Don't forget to put on the next available empty row.
So I have a question. It's not really a question. Can you do that you did with the control arrow down and explain what that is, and arrow sideways? I kind of didn't get it at that time.
This one?
When you did like, control arrow down.
Okay.
So does that take you to the end of your document, or what is that?
Yes, perfect. In here.
Yeah.
You can see I'm on B4. If I want to go to the last row, instead of moving the mouse or the navigation, when I press Control arrow down, I'm gonna go to the last row in here. I'm just moving.
Which is it, row down?
Is Control
Yeah.
and this one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And then the count, the side, this one on the right side will take you where? Will take you to the end of that row.
It's gonna move to the columns.
Okay.
Let me explain here. If you are in column A in here and you press Control right arrow, you go to column G.
Okay.
You continue. That's the way you can move. Let me see if I have this one here. Here. So that's the way I can move through my workbook for me. Instead of using the mouse, just think about you have 500 customers, 10,000 items in inventory. You don't want to use the scroll bar. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
If you press Control Home, it's the same as Microsoft Word. You're gonna move to the sorry, to A1. You press Control N, you're gonna move to the last cell with data in your workbook.
Okay.
But if you want to move and also select or highlight,
Mm-hmm.
the thing is to press the Shift key.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go here, let's see, I want to center the employee name. I need to select the text. I know I can click in the B, but I don't want to center this one. So from here, I press Control Shift down and then center. Sorry, guys. Okay.
All right.
So this is some kind of shortcuts.
Okay.
Control arrows to move to the last column, to the last row, and the Shift key is to select
Okay.
at the time you are moving.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a short workbook, but just remember when you get a job, you're gonna work with a lot of data, not only 25 rows. If your company had 25 rows, maybe it's time for you to look for another job. I'm just kidding. But yes, the company should be working with a lot of data. So the easy way to go through data is control arrows. You want to select control shift and the arrows.
Okay.
I have another question here. More questions? Just remember, most of you have taken classes with me about Microsoft Excel. So this is only introduction to a refresh for you and to Excel. Tomorrow we're gonna learn different ways to do formula, and is when you're gonna need a lot these options, because we're gonna work in an assignment and we're gonna create a small assignment with formulas, and then we're gonna copy paste more data to make a big one. Okay, so if you have any question right now, feel free to ask for more questions about it.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so in order, it's easier if we log in onto on our phone so that we can practice on the laptop or computer.
Yes, I suggest you want to do that one. Perfect.
But do I have to download on my phone, open an app?
Well, in your phone, you can download the app, but you don't need to register. At the moment you download the app, you can join right away the webinar.
From my phone?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Okay. All right. So I can practice on my laptop while I'm, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now.
Thank you.
Do you see here, I apply the dollar sign, and remember, if you don't want the dollar sign, and here I can select the columns, and then I can remove it. I can put the comma, or I can put here where it say general, no specific format, and that's it. Because sometimes we put dollar signs, oh no, it's no money, no currency. I want to change the format to quantity, and then I can remove the decimals. You can always switch formats in here. So far, so good?
Yes.
Okay, now, sometimes I'm gonna insert a new column in column C. So I'm gonna click in C and then insert. So I'm gonna change this one. Do you see Microsoft put like a column 1 because it's a table? I'm gonna put phone number. So I'm gonna put a phone number. Just for practice, I'm gonna do the field in here. I don't want to type a lot of phone numbers. When you type phone numbers, you don't need to put the parentheses, you don't need to apply format, the dash, whatever. Just type the numbers. After you put the phone numbers, select the numbers, and then, sorry, you can go to format cells. In this window, you can select a special. And then select phone number and click on OK. Can you see what happened here? Microsoft Excel is going to put parentheses in the dash. So when you type phone numbers in your data and your workbook, just type the numbers. You don't need to be specific. When you finish typing the numbers, just select. You can go here, format from the home tab, or you can use right click on the mouse and select format cells, go to special and phone number. There you go. A lot of you are using a lot of information for customer. Let's see the social security number. I'm gonna insert a new column. I'm gonna call SS number. Okay. You see it's getting the same format of the phone number. Don't worry, I'm gonna put general. I'm gonna do the field. If I want to do the field, instead of dragging down, I'm gonna double click. 1, 2. And then I'm gonna select field series. If I want to put this one as a social security number, I can go to format cells, special, is social security number, sorry guys. And there you go. Please don't do like this because you're gonna spend a lot of time typing the dash and everything. So remember, you're gonna type like 100, 1,000 social security numbers. You don't want to type the dash, only the number, and later you can apply the specific format. Again, type the number, right click on the mouse, format cell, special, social security number, and click on OK. Let me see. Question, what happens if you need some $sign and some, can you change them different for each one of group? Yes. Just remember, if you want $sign only in here, just select this and apply $sign. You want to apply this one, the comma style, just select the data, you apply comma. Everything is about selecting the data. Okay, I'm gonna open the mic. You have any question about it? No question, guys?
So,
Sorry, I have one question. So tomorrow when we are going to try, do we have to go through those information which you have sent us today?
Well, if you want to review it, yes. This is for you a quick reference, this one.
Okay.
And also, and send you the handout for the 4 classes, this one. You're gonna see something. Okay. And also, if you have a specific questions or you want help in something, and you can send me an email and I'm gonna reply to you, or we can make an appointment and I can help you online also.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. By the way, if you call me, I'm gonna try to return your call as soon as possible.
So the best way to communicate with you will be email or text.
If you have a specific question, something like that, you can send me an email. I'm gonna reply to you with pictures and more details.
Okay.
If you are doing something on the computer, you want to no text. It's better to send me an email.
Okay.
Somebody's asking about the microphone. The microphone, when you move the mouse pointer in here, this is the one you can mute your microphones, and then you can start talking. Questions? Just remember, this one was only kind of review the basic of Microsoft Excel. Tomorrow, we're gonna cover how to do basic formulas, multiplication, division, subtraction, division. We're gonna learn 7 or 8 or more different ways to do the same, but this is only was a review. Any questions, send me an email.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
If for any reason your microphone is not working, you can type a text in here, or you can send me an email.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am gonna see you tomorrow.